Hey guys, it's me, Rebecca.
And me, Sydney.
And of course, this is our podcast.
Thank you for noticing.
Sorry, we were just like having a gay old time before
Gay
pressing
old
the
time.
record button. How is
hmm
everyone today?
Yeah. Um, guys, Valentine's Day was yesterday. Oh, Rebecca's lighting her Palo Santo.
Just to like set good intentions for the episode, just for a little bit here.
I love it.
Just thought we could set some intentions for the episode and, really like live, laugh, love it.
Just vibe out.
Just vibe.
Just vibe out. Rebecca gave me a Palo Santo for Christmas, and I haven't lit it because it's supposed to signify like new beginnings and like clear spaces. And I'm like, well, I don't want to dishonor it by lighting it in my like nasty room.
I also said though it could help like just cleanse whatever and.
All of the procrastinator energy that's in my room right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, good intentions for the episode, good vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes. So, yes, so as Sydney was saying, Valentine's Day just happened.
Mhm.
How was your Valentine's Day?
It was great. It was
Yeah.
great. Valentine's Day is my dad's birthday, and so I
Happy
went to
birthday, Olga.
happy birthday, Olga. I went to his house in the morning to give him a gift, a small gift, and he gave me flowers. It was very sweet. If nothing else, I can count on my dad to do that stuff for me
Yeah, I love that.
on Valentine's Day. But um yeah, I mean, I've gone like 24 Valentine's days in a row with no like Valentine. And like this year I feel like I have a half Valentine, like I don't know, you know what I mean? So it's
Well,
been like
I
fun.
mean, maybe one day you can talk about it.
Maybe one day. It's like too fresh.
Too fresh. And you know what? For once, I will respect your privacy in front of the general public.
For once, because Rebecca knows that it's like, you know, nothing to be played around with.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for you.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we'll just have to see.
All right. How was your Valentine?
She's like, I'm out. My Valentine's Day was good. I had a stomach ache for most of the day and I
Mm,
laid on the couch. I think I might be allergic to avocado.
Here we go. She eats avocado. Okay, but let me tell you guys this. Rebecca's stomach is almost always
No,
messed up.
watch your
Almost
mouth. It was
always.
it was a different experience. It's a different sensation, different feeling. Um, it's very different. And like I was laid up for hours. Like that's not typical.
But like, don't you always have avocado? You were like salads last week that had avocado and it didn't do
No,
that
I
to you.
understand, but like I wonder if I'm building some sort of something because
Okay.
no, 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 no. Because
Okay, yeah.
last week at night there was after I had a salad with avocado in it too, I felt like my stomach felt like there was a bowling ball inside of me and like it was expanding and expanding and expanding. And that's and like very like nauseous and it so I look back on these days where this was all happening and it was all days that I was eating avocado.
Well, listen, if that's true and you are allergic to avocado now, I feel really sorry for you. That really sucks because avocado is amazing, but maybe
I mean,
steer clear.
I'm gonna stay clear for a little bit and then see what happens. I'm like, whatever.
Sure.
So, but yeah, so that was my Valentine's Day, and then we just got takeout and sat at my house.
Just kind of chilled. Rebecca's been making these like homemade Valentine's Day cards. It's really cute.
Yes, I did make a homemade Valentine's Day card. Sydney's got one coming her way too.
Ah, I'm so excited. I don't
Um,
have like a
I
little
could show
stencil.
it to you right now. What do you think?
No,
Okay.
no. Maybe I'll
Okay.
show it after I get it though, like next week.
Okay. I look like I got a fat ass nose right now.
You're upsetting me.
I
You're
know.
upsetting me. First of all, there's nothing wrong with a big nose, but it's the opposite of what you have. So, um, also, we were talking about like Rebecca's kind of grunge vibes today with the makeup. It's like, it's like those memes where it's like the day after Thanksgiving, now you're on to Christmas. It's like the day after Valentine's Day, now Rebecca's like grunge. Grunge as hell, emo.
Yeah, so I'm wearing this like dark nude, but now it's like almost reading lavender, I think, with like it's like a grayish lavender with the lights. I can
Mhm.
concoctionized a couple of things.
Oh, wow.
Watch your
I mean, you're
mouth.
looking great. This is a new vibe.
Do you
She's
mean
got a
it though?
smoky eye. Yeah.
You do
Okay,
mean
this
it?
velour crop top she has on today, it's pissing me off. I need it. I need it. I told her she's coming for my brand, like slim thick. She's got these like biker shorts on. Pissing me off.
What do we
Wait,
think?
should we go over my shirt today? Hold on.
Yeah, what does it say? So her shirt is like a Yves Saint Laurent type of shirt, knockoff saying "You ain't loyal, stay lavish, Paris." Where's that from? Fashion
Take a
Nova.
guess. Yes,
Fashion Nova.
Fashion
Yeah,
Nova.
we love
It
an
might have been like
oversized tee.
super big vibes so I could sleep in it, but it's also just like cute, you know?
Yeah, she's got her cute little birthday or Christmas necklace on. I gave her, and the earrings I gave her. She's like obsessed with me. Oh my god, are you obsessed with
Wait,
me?
so what I'm hearing is that you gave me all these gifts and I'm obsessed with you?
I think it just I think it just show well, wow. Okay, never again. I think it just shows that I'm a good gift giver.
Yeah, I think so too. She
Show
like
off
knows
the
what I would
edges.
like.
Show me your edges too.
My edges, you know, the edge control look worked really well, but then I feel like there was some makeup in my hair, so it's kind of
I think you look
gray
great.
here.
I think you
But
look
yeah, thank you.
really great.
Rebecca said she was gonna lay her edges today. I told her maybe not.
Yeah. I was like, what if I start acting like I'm Whoa Vicky? Would she still be friends with me?
And
And
I said,
she said, not in public.
I said yes in private. That's what I said.
Which, like, hey, I do not blame her at all. So
Rebecca would love to be someone's like little secret vibe.
I love a secret. My
She
lights
loves
are
the
too bright.
secret. I need to stop touching my hair. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we going to talk about
So
today?
today I'm going to run down the list really quick for you guys, just so you know the layout of the episode. Okay. So we are going to cover just a little bit of the Chris Harrison drama for all of you crazy people that don't like The Bachelor. Wow, Bex. For
No,
all
when I
these,
get lipstick on my water bottle.
these crazy people that don't watch The Bachelor, this is like drama that even if you don't watch, is and then the Gorilla Glue girl, we're gonna cover her whole story arc. I know we're kind of late, but like there's been some developments. Okay, I have TMZ alerts on.
Of course she
And
does.
finally, we're gonna talk about Free Britney, the movement that's been happening for a while now, but is starting to gain some more traction. And like the Justin Timberlake drama, like all of that we're gonna cover. So then we'll probably, finish out with our faves and fugs. You know the vibes, but
You know
yeah,
the vibes.
just what to expect.
Just what to expect. And I'm sorry, I have obsessive compulsive disorder and I'm frantically checking an email. So
Oh my God. Well, Rebecca, you can talk about the email that you're looking for.
no later.
Okay. So, let's get into the Chris Harrison, shall we?
So what is real funny is I was at work and I was like, I had a client in my chair and we were talking about The Bachelor, and she's like, "Oh my god, did you hear about this?" Yada yada, and I was like, "No, what?" And then so I start Googs, just a quick Google search,
A quick goog.
and just a quick little Googs, and I was shocked. And as I was searching, I get a text from Sydney. Oh my God, there's so much Bachelor drama.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Um,
I know.
I'm trying to think of like how I found out. Oh, so I listened to this podcast called Chatty Broads, and they go over the Bachelor recap like right away as soon as the episode airs. And one of the hosts was on The Bachelor like seasons ago, and so
Oh,
she like knows all about the producers and like whatever. And so I was listening to their podcast about the last episode. This week has felt like 8 weeks or something. Like I'm like, this
it
feels
has
like
felt like
so
a
long
long
ago.
week.
Yeah. So they just started talking about this interview with Rachel, Lindsay, and Chris Harrison and how he was going off. And I was like, hold on, I need to see what they're talking about because Rachel's my queen. We know this.
My
I
queen.
purchased Rachel's season of The Bachelorette, okay, so that I could show Rebecca and Carrie an intro to the whole franchise.
And that was the
Rachel's
first
season.
season I had ever had seen.
Yes, right. So we are big Rachel fans here. And so she works at Extra now. She's a correspondent. And Chris Harrison came on the show. And he was just supposed to be talking about the last episode, whatever. But, Rachel was like, I did want to push because there's been some recent developments, right?
Well, but what is so funny is too, she knew at that time though that like we're gonna get into it, but like Rachel KKK was going to be issuing an apology, but you'll hear our full details on that on the Bachelor podcast if you listeners
Yes,
don't.
yes. So we're gonna do like a full recap on this on our Bachelor episode, but just to cover, Chris Harrison basically, Rachel asked him what he thought about this new contestant, Rachel Kirkconnell, whatever her name is. She has all these racist allegations coming out now, and she's a front runner on the show. Matt has told her that he's falling in love with her too, and first Black Bachelor, it's a controversy.
Yeah, she's gonna
And
make it. She's gonna make it far.
she's
She's definitely in the top 3.
I feel like she's winning for sure. Like if I had to guess, like yeah. But anyways, Chris Harrison basically goes off for 15 minutes straight about just basically defending this girl as if it's his daughter. Like the aggressiveness and the way he was defending it was like baffling to me. I was like, why are you so upset about this girl? Either she wins or you're like, you feel like you also are guilty of what she's being accused of.
Well, I also think it just was like very like dad vibes. I don't know. I thought it was a little like combative and like for someone that that he doesn't even know.
Very combative, very combative. And he knows Rachel Lindsay on a personal level. She was not only on the show as a contestant the season before, but then she was the lead the next
Well,
season. So
right.
she
And
knows
she's
him.
just been a part of the now like whole
The
group of
franchise,
things for
yeah,
so
she's come
long.
back multiple times, right? So it was kind of disturbing to see him completely gaslight her and minimize any feeling that she would have had about the whole situation. Very like you're weird for blowing this out of proportion kind of thing, when it's
Well, it
like,
was very gaslighting.
yeah, and it's like, Chris, you're not a part of the group that what's going on here?
I'm sorry, guys.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, guys.
You can't just do that and be quiet about it.
Yes, I can.
What's happening now?
I just needed to adjust my computer. It's
Well,
okay.
you're pretty high now.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
This is my space angle. You're
Okay, yeah, I'm looking rough. Give me a fucking break.
oh my god. You weren't looking rough though. That's why I was confused.
This is the angle it should have been at the whole time. Here, I'll sit like this. Are you happy now?
You look beautiful. It looks fine. Okay. Where was I?
Chris Harrison and how combative they were and how he knew Rachel so much because that she was on her season and then she was on the season before that and she's just like a part of the whole Shalanga gang now.
Yeah, so he was really kind of mean to her and dismissive, and like she really held her composure. She said that she wanted to go off so bad, but she like wanted people to see what was going on. And if she would have went off, like all of it would have been about how she angry Black womaned her way in the situation, and she wanted it to be about what he was saying. And so the internet
Blew up.
blew up, and there was petitions made to get him kicked off the show. All the contestants started coming out, and like they formed these group letters that everyone was posting on their Instagrams being like, we are the women of season 25, and then there was, we are the men of season whatever. And
Badge of honor they wear.
yeah, and they were all just like, we don't condone racist behavior or the defense of racist behavior. Because that's how bad Chris Harrison was. Like, that's how bad. And he had to make a statement prior to them even doing that, apologizing and being like, he said, I used the term woke police, and I know now that is not okay. I'm like, you used it like 4 times in the interview. You
So
thought
many
the
times.
term woke police was fine,
Well,
Chris.
he
You
thought
know that.
he thought all of it was fine
Yeah.
until he got the backlash.
Right. So he has since come out, because the backlash didn't end. Not after his apology. It only grew. And yeah, so now he's come out again with a second statement saying that he has decided to step aside, and he won't be there for the after the final rose, which Tayshia didn't even get, which is what pisses me off.
Yeah, you'd think they'd at least like do a little like reunion for her, at least at this
Yeah,
point, you
so
know?
rude, so rude. She didn't get it after the final rose, nothing.
Sorry, look at that.
Really, Beck?
Um, yeah, I think they should at least like have her come for a little
We
something
want
and
to
then
see
do
like how her and Zach are in love. Like they're
well,
still
right,
together.
which I think is great.
I think so too.
I mean, they just did it like last summer, so it's good they're still together, but there's still time.
Oh. Okay.
I
Dark.
know, I'm horrible.
Um,
So, what do we think about Rachel KKK's apology?
okay.
Confederation.
Confederation. I think her apology was among the best that I've seen handling a situation. I kind of hate just like written statement apologies though. They feel very not personal.
What would you
Um,
have wanted? Like her talking to the
if she
camera?
would everything that was written down, if she would have sat in front of a camera and said it, it would have probably meant 10 times more. But I just you don't know who wrote that, who that's coming from. Yet. Um so I mean it was everything that she said was correct. She was very like taking accountability, saying like I was ignorant to certain things, but that ignorance is racist. You know, you can't just like hide behind not knowing, because at this point there's no excuse kind of thing.
Right.
And I mean, there is evidence that she like scrubbed her Instagram clean before coming on the show, so she knew. She knew that what was going on was fucked up or could
What do
get
you
her in
mean
trouble.
there's evidence?
Well, she had like so many Instagram posts prior, and then when she was announced on the show, it's like a ton of them were gone. So, um,
Oh.
I think that um like her friends didn't scrub theirs, obviously, you know. So people go down these like deep dives on social media.
Ooh, I
Um,
gotta scrub some of my stuff.
really, what's there to scrub?
Well,
Facts.
remember we looked through my Tumblr,
Oh
I
yeah.
did,
One
and
day I literally was like, Bex, we need to go through your social media, because what if we like pop off and like I just have a feeling you've said some shit.
I'll admit I haven't found anything yet, but I think like the worst thing that I'll probably find if I ever find it would be a copy and paste lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and which like is still not good, but
We
like
love her outing herself right
well,
now.
right. I don't know if I've done it or not, but like I feel like if something is to be found, I feel like that is what the extent would be. And this is not in any way telling people to go look, but
What?
um, I think that would be like the worst thing you could find.
Yeah, a lot of her Tumblr was just like,
We can't
um,
talk about it on
we
here.
just yeah, we can't talk about it. So I think Rachel's apology was good in its verbiage, but it just doesn't mean much because it took her so long to come out and say it. She waited for shit to really hit the fan before she said
Well, she
something. So
waited like 6 weeks before
well,
she
and
said
Rachel wouldn't have even talked about it had the other Rachel, the racist Rachel, come out and said something already. You know what I mean? The whole point of Rachel Lindsay bringing it up was like, she hasn't said anything about this. What
well,
are your thoughts?
well, and that's what I think is so funny because yeah, she said to her, or no, she knew that Rachel was going to be making a statement that week.
She had heard, yes.
She had heard.
But what's going to be interesting is that so Rachel Lindsay has two podcasts. She has one that's more like political and like they talk about what's happening in the world, and then she has a Bachelor podcast. And they are cleared. Rachel is in certain contracts with the Bachelor franchise still, so they're cleared to get everyone that like gets kicked off the show is then on Rachel's podcast.
Wait, what?
And then when the couple is finished, they go on Rachel's podcast. And so
So, like,
Rachel,
you think Victoria and Anna and MJ and they're all going to go on her podcast?
well, I don't know about every single person, but a lot of people. Like she had Claire and Dale on multiple times, and like she had a lot of those people like Noah and all those people. But even now Katie's been on it. I don't know about Victoria, but there's been a lot of people on it. But she did say
Katie
that
went quick.
what'd you say?
Katie went quick.
Oh yeah. So I mean this racist Rachel will be on Rachel Lindsay's podcast at some point, and that'll be interesting. I
It
will
will
be
be
tuning in.
interesting. It will be for sure interesting. Well, like, who knows? Do you think she'll really go on it?
Yeah, she has to. You can't run away.
Oh, I would.
Of course we would all want to, but like you literally did this to yourself. You went on a show that you knew would get you notoriety, and that's probably half the reason that you went.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, it's interesting to see the whole world, the whole Bachelor Nation, not everyone actually, but a lot of people, enough people rally behind a Black woman and the first of her kind in their community,
Hmm.
um, to hold someone accountable, a white male to be in fact. It was just very like, the tides are turning. Like, this is strange.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And Matt James too, he even made a statement. You're unimpressed.
unimpressed, very unimpressed. It's just
Why?
vague. The whole statement was vague. Someone wrote it. It was vague. It was
I think it's vague
vague.
because he's either with her or she makes it really far. Like that's what I think is so tough. Like even though we knew this was going to happen, that it's happening as it's still airing. So like, Matt can't come out and be like, "You guys, Rachel's amazing. Like she's a changed woman. We're dating."
Well, it
Yada
doesn't need
yada
to be
yada.
like that specific, but Chris Harrison even said that she wasn't at the women tell all, which means that she's in the top 3. But he could have just been like, guys, I completely denounce everything that's being said, and I don't stand by defense of racism and whatever. But he's very like beating around the bush. Like, I stand with my sister Rachel on everything she's saying. It's like, he
Mm,
said he's proud to have her as a mentor, which is funny because Rachel's podcast, they light his ass up every week about being like a weenie.
interesting.
So,
Yeah, the weenie. Well, it is interesting when you're like in a contract and have to say one thing, but then on her other things she can say other things.
but like, not the contracts have nothing to do with your social media. That's what everyone who's on the show has said. They do not have control of your social. Like, so everyone's saying that they're telling her she can't post. It's not true. You're allowed to say whatever you want on your social.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. Yeah, it's not a good look. So it'll be interesting to like see what happens. Has she posted anything since Confederate Rachel?
let's see. Well, it's, I don't know, it's one of those things where like her parents probably
Um,
obviously thought nothing of what was happening, but they kind of really ill prepared her for the world that she lives in now.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, she hasn't said anything. Someone did write in the comments though, what you all who are commenting on her silence fail to realize is this girl signed a contract with ABC. More than likely, the silent wasn't on her end; it was on theirs. With 2,500 likes.
It's not true. It's not true. Even Rachel said to Chris Harrison, like, I know there's nothing in the contract saying that she can't come forward. Why has she not said anything?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Um.
it was a good apology, but
Oh
words
my
are
God.
words. You
This
know what I
girl
mean?
said, I don't care about all the drama from this. It's time people move on. We still love you, girl. Hearts, and hoping you walked away with that final rose.
See, that's what I'm saying. So that's a lot of the comments on Chris Harrison's apologies too, is like all these Karens being pissed. Like, no, Chris, I will not be watching without you. What are you doing?
I'm showing you the person's page without showing the name.
Show the name. I don't give a fuck. It's not adjusting.
It's
Oh,
a black woman with a white husband.
yeah, of
Or-
course. Candace Owens 2.0.
And she's saying, I don't care about all this drama. Let's move on.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is that in the Bachelor franchise, there is a lot of implicit racism, that like isn't blatant. But like, as we saw, Chris Harrison's mask slipped and
We
he
love a
really
math.
let out all those MAGA terms.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely shown. And I don't know. It's just interesting. I think the whole thing is interesting. And he says he won't be there for the final rose, but like, what about for next season?
That's the thing. I think they didn't want to fire him indefinitely. Just, I
They
don't know
probably
why.
can't. They probably can't.
They probably can. They
Think?
probably can't. But they know that everyone loves Chris Harrison. My mom loves Chris Harrison because he's been the host for like literally almost 20 years. And
I told
so,
Cindy she's gonna have to find these clips. Remember, guys, if you guys are listeners to us, she asked me, or we answered questions from Instagram, and asked who your least favorite celebrity was, and I said Chris Harrison.
yeah,
And she
Rebecca's
was
had a
pissed.
vibe all along.
Even
Um,
when we watched Rachel's season, I was like, "Ooh, this guy's giving me like pedo vibes."
Yeah, so here's the thing. Chris Harrison gives very like Get Out vibes, very
Yeah.
like I voted for Obama, even though he didn't. You know what I mean? Just like very I'm nice. I'm a nice white man. I'm one of the good ones. But underneath all that, you want to like cut off their skin and wear it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So it's creepy. I don't know.
He is
Um,
creepy, and I felt it for a long time, and it was like fuck my drag, but whatever.
whatever, just keep powdering your lips, you weirdo. Um, so that's it on Chris Harrison.
Fuck Chris Harrison.
Fuck Chris Harrison in short. Let's move on to Gorilla Glue Girl because this is way more interesting anyways.
Yeah, I was just watching a little like clip of her, and like someone was saying that there's like conspiracies that she's going to be suing Gorilla Glue, and supposedly she's not going to, like,
Yeah, that wasn't true.
yeah, but it's because it's like, how could you?
Well, there
You
is
chose.
there is an argument saying that there should be a solvent to dissolve just in case you get it on a human.
I understand that, like a finger or something, but like the fact, but like she like knowingly sprayed it on her whole entire head.
Of course, it's stupid, but there could be something like to be said for the fact that in emergencies, why is there no solvent to your Gorilla Glue?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, there is, I guess, and that's what they use to remove it
No, this like
finally.
surgeon concocted acetone and all of this other stuff to get it off.
It was a medical grade remover with olive oil, aloe vera, and a drop of acetone.
Isn't that crazy, you guys?
Yeah,
Um,
her poor hair.
so her poor hair. I mean, I was talking about this on a Zoom date and he was like, I mean, how could you? It says glue. And I'm like, right. But I pulled out my like glue, like the spray and the gel I have, and both say glue maximum hold on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, hair products say this, and glue products say this. Now, the gorilla on the thing, maybe she didn't know the brand Gorilla Glue because in the TikTok, she was like, I just use this spray, blah, blah, blah. She didn't say, like, I knew this was, you know, for furniture or whatever the fuck.
I
And
mean,
I
but
did it anyway.
on the bottle, it had like photos of like house items on it.
I didn't see that. But I was just pointing out that like hair products also say glue maximum hold on it. So I don't know. I don't know. I felt bad for her. I was very interested that like yet again, um, Rebecca's clocked out. I
Oh,
was
I'm
very
showing
interested
you. I'm
that yet again the whole world has like rallied behind this black woman to follow her story and like because they feel bad for her. And her
oh,
TikTok has like blown up. Her Instagram is verified now and has almost 1 million subscribers.
okay, so it doesn't have house items. It has, I thought it was a purse for some reason. It says spray adhesive heavy duty, multi-purpose, but it writes paper, wood, plastic, cardboard, foam, and metal. And then on the bottom it says vapor harmful for eyes and skin or something. But it says photo safe, clear color, easy to use, controlled fine mist, comfort nozzle, and heavy duty bond. That's interesting. But on the front, it does show you like what not, what to use it on. But I do agree though that the got to be, it is confusing because yeah, like the got to be hairspray
It
literally says
says,
it right on there, glue.
yeah, wait. So I have her TikTok pulled up.
Yeah.
That's the got to be glue, right? That she had ran out of. And now she's going to show the other can that she had.
I feel bad. I mean, it could have easily been a mistake, but like, yeah, heavy duty.
Because wait, listen, it goes deeper than this because there's got to be glue, and then there's that other brand that's like Gorilla Snot or whatever that has monkeys on the
Hmm.
brand that you get at like Walmart or wherever. So it's like I don't know. Like obviously I wouldn't pick this to put on my head because we've all seen Gorilla Glue, but like what if she hadn't?
Yeah,
And like
I
what if
know.
she
It is hard to
made
believe
it?
because, but she's like in her, I think she's like early 40s. So
Yeah,
it's
that
hard to
doesn't
believe that she's never seen Gorilla Glue, like super glue. Like you don't know the super glue, but who knows?
I mean, so her hair looked laid though.
I mean, it
It
did look
looked
good.
looked great.
But then, like, you
But
must have like combed that shit through
oh yeah.
because it was like, So it's kind of wild.
Well, and all of these copycats, like there are other women putting it in their hair now to be
Yeah.
like, but they're like white women being like, there's no way, there's no way. And they're putting it in their own hair and it's like chunky and gross. And I'm like, this is proof that you don't know what you're doing. This girl, her hair is made that Gorilla
Yeah,
Glue,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yours is
yeah.
like gross. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's
Um,
interesting. Why would you do that for
yeah,
that one guy that like glued the cup to his face?
I love it. I love it. I love the just stupidity. You're just trying,
But
you're gonna be famous now.
that's what I find interesting too. Like if it, because he said he put the glue on the rim and then like put it to his nose or whatever, and if it stuck that quick, and so she must have been combing this
It
stuff through.
didn't stick quick. That's what I'm saying. These girls are combing it through their hair and it's because it takes a minute.
Oh, see, I'm talking about the one guy. The video I saw, he put glue on the cup and then he's like, I'm gonna just put it up to my face for a second, and I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna take it off. And he couldn't get
No,
it off
you have
after a
to.
second.
No, he was like saying too, he was like, no, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. It can't stick like that. It can't stick like that.
Yeah.
You have to wait for that to dry for it to stick like that because these girls have time to comb it through their hair.
What
You
idiot.
know, so I just feel like he wanted to be famous off of it, and now you look stupid with a red Solo cup glued to your nose.
Right. Like, what a hazard.
But I heard that he might have to get like his lips might be messed up forever.
No.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Wait, that's
I mean, I don't know why they can't just use the solvent on his nose.
I don't know.
But I mean, okay, so the world was so worried about this girl. My Twitter every single day was like the top tweets were like, I can't stop thinking about the Gorilla Glue girl. I hope she's okay.
I
Do
mean,
we have
she's got
any
like a
updates?
million followers now.
Yeah, they're like, do we have any updates on her? I'm so worried about her and her scalp. I feel so bad because she came to TikTok as like a friend, you know. She didn't blow up before TikTok. Like she wasn't expecting to like blow up, but she was just like, guys, I'm freaking out. I can't get this off. I don't know what to do. So everyone like felt for her, you know. It was like, how do we help? What do
Yeah.
we do? Um, and there was a GoFundMe started, and it has over like $25,000 in it or something. Um, but yeah, so everyone was really like rooting for her until someone started the rumor that she was like gonna sue. And then of course everyone was like, well, fuck her, then she did it up to herself, blah blah blah. But she came out and was like, I never said that.
Well, yeah, it's
um,
just people trying to cause drama.
yeah, so then she was flown out to LA, and this doctor, black doctor by the way, performed this free surgery for her to remove it. And she wait, I saw this video beforehand of like her friend who's a hairstylist trying to get it out for her, and she had the ponytail in, right? Her friend cuts the ponytail
I
off at
saw
her
that.
scalp, and she's like, it sounds like you're cutting. What are you what are you cutting? Freaking out. And the friend's like, well, yeah, you can't keep this hair. Like, this is all gonna have to come off.
Well,
And
right.
then at the doctor's office, she still has a head full of hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's running her hands through her scalp. Her hair is like fine.
Well, right, but the ponytail, was that her hair or was that extensions?
Well, it was obviously extensions, but she like it was attached to her hair. Like
Yeah.
her real hair was in the ponytail, and then like the other ponytail was like either
Yeah.
braided in or wrapped in or whatever. And her friend just at the base chopped off the ponytail.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing though. But even in the video of the surgery that they're removing all this stuff, they're taking chunks of hair out with scissors.
Of course, but she still had length, is what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
not
I
like all
mean,
of her hair melted off.
4 inches, if that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that ponytail didn't have to go. We don't know how much was in there.
Oh, I would have taken it off as well.
I wouldn't. I would be like, save as much as you can. The doctors saved some of my inches. But
Yeah, but the doctors were combing through the hair. Like the ponytail probably couldn't have been combed through. She's fine. She's gonna need to wear
she's
wigs for a while anyway, so it's
she's well, I got a TMZ update today that she's got her first haircut since.
oh my god, the
I'm like the fact
drama.
that we're still tracking. Well, and TMZ got the exclusive and like they were in the operating room.
Which is so creepy.
Like,
So
how did
fucking
they get in
crazy.
the room?
Yeah, why are we in the operating room?
It's so funny. But I think the doctor, like the surgeon, this is why I think it was free too, because I think he
It
wanted to
was
be
free.
known as the guy who who like fixed this for her, right? Now he's like known by everyone. But like he wanted the publicity and she wanted the publicity. I'm sure TMZ paid her so much money for that exclusive.
You think?
And yeah, of course. Because the H3 podcast, they had her scheduled and she didn't come because she was like flying to LA to get the surgery.
Wait,
And
H3 was gonna have her on the podcast?
I told you this. You don't listen to me. Yes, H3 was gonna have her on, and then she
Remember
was
when I
flying.
got COVID and I don't remember things well anymore?
Can't blame it on COVID. You
Yeah, I
just don't listen to me.
can. Yeah, I
No, you
can.
can't.
It's a real
No,
thing.
you really can't. She's hating me because she doesn't listen to me. So H3 had her scheduled to come on the podcast, and then she didn't show up, and then they offered her money to
H3
be the
did?
first, yes, to be the first like interview,
Oh my
right?
God.
And I think TMZ must have offered her more because she had them do the
How
exclusive.
much do you think they offered her?
I don't know. TMZ got the big bucks, so
That's crazy.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she's weaveless, she is glueless, and she's like back to normal-ish.
I was really worried about her scalp because like the new growth that can happen in a month, it was in her hair for a month.
Well, right, and it wasn't growing at all.
Yeah, that's worrisome.
Yeah, poor thing.
But we're happy for her. Tessica is her name.
Tessica.
Tessica, we're praying for you. And what was funny though was that she was like posting all these, everyone was wanting an update from her, and she would post these like cryptic slideshows.
Not the slideshows.
Not the slideshow. It was
And
really
you
weird.
would too for a check.
And you would and you would too for a check.
Yeah, her in the ER, like the photo of her.
Oh my God, laying.
Photo of the ER, photo of her laying in the ER.
Yeah, that
Like
was
she had
funny.
everything.
I know.
I loved it. I
Me
do
too.
feel bad for her though. Like whether she knew what Gorilla Glue was or not, like it's still sad because I doubt she never thought that this would be the outcome.
Right, like no one would knowingly do that if they
Right.
thought that that would be the case, right?
Right.
So I do feel for her, but she's doing okay.
She is doing okay.
Okay, wait. Ooh, should I show the meme that I posted? The Gorilla Glue girl meme I posted on my Instagram?
Yes.
I got this from someone else, but
I was gonna say, where did you find it?
read it, Bex.
Hey girl, are you Gorilla Glue? Because I can't get you off my head. And it's her like rubbing her bowling ball of a head.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think that was like my favorite. If somebody gave me that as a Valentine, it would be iconic. But
Oh, did you get
anyways,
it on Valentine's Day?
you know the answer to that question. Why would you ask me that?
I just wanted you to answer out loud.
That's mean.
I'm sorry, my under eyes are looking fugly.
Really, Bex?
I'm struggling today.
I don't think your under eyes look ugly, but that's just me.
You're being too nice.
Guys,
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
we all feel bad for little Tessica. R.I.P.
Lil.
Tessica's scalp.
We added the little Tessica. We added the little to it.
Well, she's like little.
Is she?
Yeah, she's like tiny. Especially now with the weave off, her head is like a little peanut. It's like a little light bulb. Have you seen her?
I didn't notice the dimensions. No.
Oh, I think the hair really like kept things going for her. Oh wait, I wrote Jessica. It's Tessica.
It's Tessica. Don't get
Um,
twisted.
she's got a really tiny head. Yeah, like, are you kidding? That's little Tessica. Look at how little her head is.
What the fuck? Where is that photo from?
She posted it. That's the doctor. She said, words cannot even explain how I feel about Dr. Michael Coping. You really
that's
gave
the
me my
doctor.
life back, and I am forever grateful. You can't tell me that she doesn't have a little head.
It does look very small.
Thank you.
It
Okay.
does look very small, but she's also wearing a big sweater, so.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. She also wrote, big shout out to famous Hollywood car rentals for giving me the VIP treatment in Los Angeles with a Mercedes
She
Benz.
got flown out. And then like all this red carpet treatment.
Because I was
for a
gonna say, like, did
mistake.
she contact like people like, hey, I'm coming, let
No.
me get
Oh my
something?
God, this is what I wanted to talk about too, is that all of these wig people that I follow, like Tokyo Styles and Kevin Wade, I think, all these like celebrity wig stylists who make custom wigs and install them and whatever, like multiple of them have commented on her post being like, check your DMs, check your DMs.
No.
Like they all want to help her for free. I just am loving this. You know what I mean? I love it for her.
I think for free, but also they see the rise, the quick rise, and they're like,
Exactly.
knowing people are
They
watching,
want to
and
be
they,
the person to help her
yeah, and
visibly.
well, yeah, because then like obviously people are gonna go to their page, and I mean it's 2021. Nothing is ever done out of kindness when it's
That's a
them trying to
very, very
raise.
dark way to look at the world. I think they were
Yeah,
being kind, but
I don't know. I don't
okay.
know.
Okay. The difference between Rebecca and I.
Well, I just think everyone's got an agenda.
Speaking of that, um, our next topic, you guys, free Britney.
Ooh. Okay,
So
so I
sad.
will admit I haven't watched yet.
Rebecca hates us all. She hates me, but also
No,
you guys.
I told
Um,
you guys I didn't feel well and I was watching iCarly on the couch.
did you tell them?
No, but I said that I wasn't feeling well. I'm saying I'm telling them now about iCarly.
Okay, so
I got about
um,
like 15 episodes of iCarly done
yeah,
on
there's no
Netflix.
excuse. There's no excuse, and you're digging your hole deeper. Okay, you've had time to
I
watch
wasn't
15 iCarlys.
well. I
You had
wasn't
time to watch
well.
15 iCarlys. So I watched the New York Times thing on Hulu, the documentary about Free Britney. It was literally only like an hour and a half, and I had watched not too long ago. There's on YouTube. It was like a 5-part Britney Spears series, and I learned about like her conservatorship and stuff like that, which I did not know about.
Yeah, that was
I
one of your faves. That video lineup. That was one of your faves of the week.
yes, it was, but I think it was a channel recommended to hers. I don't know. Anyways, it was all of that like early 2000s drama, like diving deep, Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, all that stuff. And so I had just learned about that and all the people that were taking advantage of her at the time, and just watching her spiral, you know. So now this new documentary comes out and everyone's like freaking out over it online, and it basically outlines her conservatorship, but also beforehand. So it has like never before seen photos of her, and they have witnesses and people. There's like this girl who, you know, obviously when she first became famous, she was like under 18, and so there was this woman who would travel with her. It was like her like companion woman above 18, like an adult who can look after her, whatever. And she was like really close to Britney, and she said the only reason that she agreed to do that, to do the documentary, was because she wanted everyone to like really know and love her for who she is and not like what the media has portrayed her to be.
Ooh.
And she had all these like really young photos of her backstage and like in New York. The first time they went to Times Square, they were like, it was like Britney Spears was like a little tourist in New York City. It was like really cute. And
Why didn't her mom go or her dad?
the whole family thing, it's like just so weird, just so weird, just so weird. Even now, like they talk about how her dad was not close to her at all and her mom was the one making all these sacrifices, and yet why is your dad the conservator then?
Yeah,
Where
it's
is your mom?
weird. It's
Where's your
weird.
mom? It's just so weird, the whole thing.
Is
And
the
now
mom
like
alive?
she's alive.
It's weird.
They did have a public falling out at some point, Brittany and the mom. I don't know over what, but um you know, they then start talking about the crazy paparazzi that we've all seen of Britney Spears. It's like the worst I've ever seen is her case. Where like she couldn't go anywhere, she couldn't do anything without like literally 50 paparazzi men who knew her at this point. Like she would see familiar faces because they were around all the time. And they're in this documentary, there was like an editor at like, I don't know if it was Nylon magazine, one of the magazines, where he sat down and was like, you know, there was a point in time, oh, it was National Enquirer, I think. There was a point in time where a picture of Britney Spears was going for like $1 million.
Oh my god.
A picture, a picture of her. And so, um, then the paparazzi, they got one of the paparazzi guys that you hear in all the videos talking to Britney, as a witness, as someone to sit down and talk. And he was like, she never, she never gave us the impression that she didn't like it.
What do you mean?
And so the producer was like, so what do you mean? Like when she would say like, guys, please leave me alone. What did that mean to you? And he was like, well, it was more like, I need some time today, not leave me alone forever.
No, no, no. Well, even South Park years ago did an episode all about this, really. And it's Britney Spears and how like paparazzi was like obsessed with her and how the world ruined her. And like she shoots her head off, and then
Oh,
yeah, and then all she is like a mouth, like half open mouth, like she has no brain left anymore, but they're still like making her perform
oh
and
my
like
God.
still taking photos of her. And like it's the whole story of just like how people made her become what she was.
That's dark. Yeah, it's
It's
really
really
sad.
good though.
It's sad watching the progression because you see the light in her eyes at some point like start to drain from
Yeah.
her body. Like
Well, it's sad.
it's so sad. Like you could see her mental decline. And um the point where she was going through the divorce, and then she was having these custody battles. And so
I
obviously
forgot she's got kids.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
2 boys, right?
yeah, so she's going through these custody battles. She loves her kids. And then the paparazzi's asking you every single day, kids, Brittany, what's going on, Brittany? Like, why aren't the kids here? Are you going to see them? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like freaking out, going through this because she wanted nothing more than to have a family and a husband and babies. And that
Who
was
was
kind of,
her who was the dad? Kevin Federline?
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. But she wanted nothing more than that happy family, right? So that now that was like on the decline, like even people without paparazzi, that can send them into a fucking spiral, And
Yeah.
so that was like really like the moment where you saw her kind of gone,
Yeah, it's
like
sad. Well, especially when it involves
vacant.
your babies.
Wait, sidetrack for a second. The very beginning, I'm going back now. There was a video of her at like 5 or 6, that famous video of her singing, and she's got the little deep voice and she's
Mm.
like really good, blah blah blah. The host of that show was this like 70-year-old man, and he's talking to her being like, so Brittany, what grade are you in, blah blah blah. And then he's like, do you have a boyfriend? And she's like, no, I don't. And he's like, well, why not? She's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, what about me?
Ew.
And she's like,
Ew.
I don't know. And they showed a couple interviews of that kind of behavior where men, she was like 15, and they're all being like, so tell us, Brittany, are you a virgin?
Ew.
Yes. And she's like literally 15. Or they'll be like, the topic of conversation, right? And she's like, what? And they're like, your breasts.
Oh my God.
Just And she's in public on camera having to deal with that kind of
Well,
scrutiny.
that's insane. And why is this why did it happen to her? Like why do we think like paparazzi did they treat anyone else like this?
Well, okay, so they had some like Britney stands on there as well, like people who are headlining the movement for Free Britney and everything. And they were explaining, like why a lot of like gay people or like queer people really aligned with her is because like she looked like the American dream, the blonde hair, like super athletic and cute, poppy, innocent, are you a virgin type shit. But, you know, she wouldn't act like it. Like you knew that there was depth to her, like especially when the mental illness was popping off, everyone was like, she looks like what everyone wants to be, but she's kind of messed up like me, like she's different like me. And even then it was like she was an enamored human because she looked innocent and she talked innocent, but she was wearing all these scandalous clothes and she was showing
Mm,
off her body and she was singing about like sexual things, and people were judging her for that. But also that's why she was so famous, is because she was working
mm.
like the sexual angle to things. But there's interviews of her like so young, way before her time, being like, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing on my off time, but like if I'm not gonna please everyone and I'm just gonna wear what I want, like.
Well, especially in those times, like the low ride jeans, like the belly showing, and like the deep cuts, and like she still loves a low rise.
Still killing the low rise.
Still killing the
Low
low rise.
rise.
She's got the highest stock in low-rise jeans.
low rise. But I mean, I just think it's so crazy. Like a woman back then, especially Britney, like I don't know why it was her mostly, but um, like they want you to be sexual. You're sexualized by older men from a very young age, asking a 5-year-old why she doesn't have a boyfriend and if she prefers you, like a freak.
That's
But
gross.
then also, why are you showing your body? Why are you doing this, this, and this? Even though we're literally asking a 15-year-old if she's a virgin on screen.
Ugh.
Disgusting, right? Just she's just been like done so dirty. And so this this same paparazzi that they have interviewed, he is the one that when she shaved her head, um he was outside, I think it was the next day or something after she had shaved her head, because she wanted to be like, the paparazzi wants to eat me alive and I don't want to look like anything that they want to take pictures of anymore. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
Well, it was a protective mechanism at that point. Like, okay, you liked me like this. Let me change what I look like then. You won't like
Mhm.
me then.
Exactly. And so there's this really sad video of her like driving to Kevin Federline's house because she wasn't able to see her kids. They had ruled that she has to have like supervised visits or something. And she drove to his house with her cousin in like a normal unmarked car. Like it wasn't her car, it was like a normal weird just like cheapy car, but they still found her at the gas station. And there are so many cameras like at the car, like at her, and she's like, just sitting there trying to like, she's acknowledging them, whatever, but they're like, Brittany, what's wrong, are you okay, like trying to seem like they're concerned for her. And then they drive somewhere else. I think they drove to his house and he wouldn't let her in, and he was like,
Mm.
no, you can't see them. And so then after that they drove somewhere else, and her cousin got out to go get something, and you hear the cousin coming back to the car like, guys, please leave us alone, please don't, please don't. And that's when Brittany comes out of the car with a fucking umbrella for
I
swinging.
would be too.
Like, go fuck yourself, swinging. And it was this guy's car, the one that was being interviewed. And
No.
yeah, and what sucks is that like he got the $1 million shot of her bald and swinging the umbrella, like
Of
looking
course
like a
he
lunatic.
did.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's made enough to literally never work again off of this devil work.
Just off of Britney's photos alone.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
my booty hurt.
I know, same. Well, and it's like the magazines are like, why this is so wrong. The fact that these people literally, it's stalking and taking photos, and it's
Yeah.
not illegal. Like crazy.
I know
Um,
Justin, I watched this one video about Justin Bieber and like he couldn't get in his car once. And I think the Kardashians too, like the amount of paparazzi, like they couldn't get in even in their cars, which
well,
is
yeah.
just so sad.
And then a lot of times, like especially in these Britney clips, I'm like, how are they driving away? There's a lot of times where they like can't even drive because they're right in front of their
I just
car.
fucking gun it. If you want
I'd
to get
fucking
hit,
hit
you
them.
want to get hit.
Yeah, like leave me alone. So
It's like, do you call the police? What do you do?
it's
We need
and
to
because
know
it's
for
a
our
moneymaker,
futures.
yeah, because it's a moneymaker, nobody's getting in trouble. So yeah, a lot of that sadness happening, but then they start to go into the conservatorship, and they talk about this documentary that was, I think it was on E or something, but I remember watching it at the time, and she was still coherent and she was still like fine, but it was after the mental break, and she was still touring and whatever, and like her dad is there, and you can tell that it's like tumultuous because she's a grown woman and he's like in charge of her and he has to be there all the time and she hates him. But like there's a clip of her crying in there being like, I'm really not okay, like I'm really not happy, this is all like a lot. And no one was checking it, like nobody was doing anything to help her. It was just like she's sad and messed up mentally, but like that's it. And so there was also a clip later on. This is more recent. Do you remember when she was doing like I don't know if it was the X Factor or like those shows where she was like a judge, and
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
she had her like Vegas residency. She was like still working, right?
Yeah.
So she's willing and able.
Barb went to the Britney Spears concert
I'm
alone.
so jealous. Alone.
Alone in Vegas. I go, really? Okay.
Alone?
Alone.
I would die to
Didn't
go.
even invite her daughter, but that's
Yeah, that's
okay.
rude. That's rude, Barb. Um, But so there was this one time she was going to get her like second residency in Vegas, I think. And they had this whole live stream event where she was going to come out. It was set up, all this stuff, and perform. There's all these fans waiting. She was going to perform, and then she was going to announce her second residency.
Mm.
And there was like a guy at the end of the panel that was going to interview her afterwards and whatever. And so she comes up from the ground, and she literally stands there, and then she walks down the pathway and walks off.
What do you
Leaves.
mean?
Leaves. Gets in a car, leaves.
What do you
She
mean?
just laughed. She was like, so that was when she stated, she's like, I am not going to be performing or working or making any more money while my father is my conservator.
Really?
But she canceled the whole deal. She was like, I just won't open my mouth. I just won't sing.
Yeah, and he still is to this day, right?
Yeah. Super sad. So
Giving
I
these weird pedo vibes too.
yeah, just creepy. And like her whole childhood, he was just an alcoholic and like wasn't really around, um and then swoops in right when there's time for her estate to be like
Well, if anything, I feel like Jamie Lee Spears should be the one. What's her name? Jamie Lee or Jamie Lynn?
it's
Jamie Lynn.
Jamie Lynn. But
Jamie Lee is Curtis. I feel like oh my freaking gosh.
Jamie
Jamie
Lynn Spears.
Lynn Spears should be the one.
Well, where's her mom? I think, but even after that, though, like before the dad was named the conservator, Britney hired a lawyer and was like, I know that this has to happen and I'm okay with it, but like I just don't want it to be my dad.
Wait, why does
Anyone
it have to happen though?
Well, and if she's coherent enough to say that, and she's doing all these tours, and if she's a judge on the X Factor, why does it have to happen? Why does somebody have to be appointed for her
Well,
money?
right. If she's that unfit, she shouldn't be working.
Exactly. They're still making money off of her.
And that was the whole like South Park episode. Like literally she shot her head off and like half of it was gone. It was just a half open mouth with brains exposed. And she was still performing, not even words coming out. It was like gah, 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 and like performing, and they were still being like, Britney, more energy.
Yeah, they're like draining her for all she's got, right? But
Like
so
that Black Mirror episode.
it's been a huge like um talking point, right? Because she won't come out and say what's happening because a lot of her stuff is monitored, right? But there's a whole podcast dedicated to breaking down her Instagram posts, and it's been happening for a while now. And the hosts of the podcast were on this documentary, and they were
No.
talking. Yeah, they were talking about how Britney uses like emojis and exclamations, and like certain posts don't have that, and that's when you know that like someone else wrote it for her, or it just doesn't really make sense. And but you know that there's that one time that all the comments were like, Britney, if you need help or if you're not safe or whatever, wear yellow in your next video. And then she
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not great.
Let's see. I think she's great.
I mean, it just is like, well, it's interesting you say that. Are these pears or are they lemons?
What, the
Um,
emojis?
yeah, look at she loves a tall angle like me.
I love
Yeah, she loves
I love it.
these low-rise shorts. Like she just loves showing everything. And she rolls the shorts down. Like it's so
I
late
know me. I know.
90s, early 2000s.
Wait, these are my favorites.
Yeah, where she just like walks in and out in the same
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I
Because I
mean,
don't understand it, but I'm just like, I feel you.
I feel you too. But again, like, so she can have a husband, she can have this house.
No, she can't have a husband. She
I
can't
mean,
get
oh,
married.
boyfriend. Yeah, why can't she get married though?
So he's the conservator of not only her finances but her well-being. So she's not allowed to do anything without his consent, like um medically, financially, and a marriage is like a business arrangement, and so she
Wow.
wouldn't be able to do that without his consent. But I do love that this is very me. She had like this one photo shoot and she like took a bunch of photos and she like uses it all the time, like the same
Yeah,
photo
I
shoot.
love it. I
I
love
love
it.
it. Very me.
See, I thought her boyfriend was gay. Like he's like too attractive to be a straight man.
No, it's hot. He's really attractive.
I'm surprised they're together. I don't know why.
Well, I think he just, because he is so attractive, I'm making an assumption that he maybe like doesn't need a ton of depth in his relationship.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
I
they're
love it.
cute.
So they can't be married though, ever?
No, that's why they're trying to free her from this. They're like, she doesn't need it. Or at least have a third party. Like, she wanted the bank to take over her estate or something. Like, she's like, I just don't want it to be my dad. And
Yeah, why is
he
the sister not stepping up? The mom, like someone.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I understand none of
Well, I
it,
think
but
that's also part of it too. Like there is a lot that also obviously we don't know about like her mental health history
mhm.
behind the
Yeah, they've never
scenes.
come out with like diagnosis for,
Yeah, so like that could definitely be something, right? But like I don't
but it has
know.
nothing to do with why the dad is involved, why it
Yeah.
can't be someone else, why it can't be a lawyer. She trusted that random lawyer more than her dad, and then the judge ruled that she wasn't mentally fit to have her own counsel.
It's so insane. And
Hmm.
like how is she not mentally fit? Like we see her. Like why are you it's like you're gaslighting her to think she's even more crazy
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, and
over
Brittany's
things that
always
happened years ago that people did to her.
she's always been done dirty, always. And so, speaking of the things that people have done to her, Justin
From the
Timberlake has
river.
yes, Justin Timberlake has come out and apologized to not only Britney Spears but also Janet Jackson. He's been getting a lot of heat since the Free Britney movement has sparked back up because um,
And
when they broke up,
he's on thin ice with his wife. So I wonder what his Jessica Biel thinks about this whole thing. Well, no, because remember he like briefly cheated on her, but like who knows what they really did except like hold hands and
they were
stuff.
like holding hands.
But
Yeah,
he like changed his prenup and to say like if he was to ever cheat again, that like she would get everything financially, real
honestly,
estate,
like
children. Like
king shit. I
I
love that
know
move.
he literally wrote his whole life away if he was to
That would be
ever
the
cheat on
only
her.
way that I would trust him again.
Uh-huh.
The only way. But
I'm sure that's why they did it. I don't know
yeah.
whose gesture it was, if it was her idea or his idea, but so I feel like they're probably on thin ice anyways, and then now your husband's gonna be like hated for a while.
Well, I
You
love
know,
Justin Timberlake.
misogynistic.
I'm just gonna say that.
Do you
But
really?
yes, I do. But
Wait,
um
wait, 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 wait. Do you like Justin Timberlake now? Couple
yes.
years before or like 90s, 2000s? Like have you always liked him or is it like when did we like him and for how long?
All right, so hear me out. Um, kindergarten, 5 years
Oh
old.
my
I
god.
had a
Oh
Britney
my
Spears
god.
lunchbox,
Oh my god.
and I had NSYNC folders,
Oh my god.
um, NSYNC pencils,
Oh my god.
Britney Spears backpack,
I went to the
um,
concert.
whatever you're flexing. So I was really into NSYNC.
Pop, pop. Digital,
You asked me
digital,
a question, did you
digital.
not? You asked
Just
me.
you and me. Sorry.
I'll give you your time.
Yeah. I mean, so you're basically saying you love him from day
No, you're not giving me space to answer the question. I lo-
okay.
I like I loved NSYNC when I was younger, okay? And then when he went on his own, I was still very into his music. I was like 7, so I didn't know what he was doing with his life,
Did you
okay?
like the curls? Is that why?
No, I actually think he looks like weird. But then like a couple years later when he started going on SNL and like the acting, I was like I really started to like him on a personal level. He
So it
wasn't
was
really
when he became an actor,
an actor.
is when
Um
he kind of jiggy ditty down with it.
Yes, but yeah. So, and I still think he's really good. The last album was literally a 0 out of 10, but
Wait,
I don't know, I like
what
him.
was the last album?
The Man in the Woods or some shit.
Ew. See, I don't think I've heard his song since Cry Me a River.
All right.
Cry
Well,
me,
that's disappointing.
cry
But
me.
that's the Britney song. So, they show in the documentary how
Mm,
when they broke up, he like went on this hate campaign tour like pretending like she cheated on him or broke his heart or whatever, and that's why they broke up.
yeah, I'm sure his
And
managers were like, "Yep, let's do it."
yeah, and so the Crimea River music video had a Britney lookalike in it, and it was this woman cheating on him, and he's like getting revenge or pissed or whatever. And so it was this whole like thing where obviously now all of the interviews are asking her like, so did you cheat on him? And then there's radio interviews asking him like, so I know that you used to date Britney Spears. She claims she's a virgin. Did you smash? And he's like, he waited and he was like, I don't know. Yeah, I hit that.
Wait,
LOL.
do you think they did?
I don't know. None of our business.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
just like, I'm like, why are you? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want to
So
know.
if they would like to share that information, I would like to know, but I don't want to have to pull it out of someone. That feels like predatory.
Oh, yeah, I love pedo vibes.
Yeah. So he was getting heat for that, obviously, because the world was hating on Britney and he just really kicked her when she was down. And then Janet Jackson, we all know that story, the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
her titties showed, but he literally pulled the clothes off of her titties, and then she got exiled for years and lost jobs and this horrible reputation for showing her titties, and he got to skate by scot-free.
Well, yeah, the privilege.
What the fuck? And he just like, you know, profited from all of this working in his favor. White
Yeah,
male vibes.
kind of
Um,
crazy.
so here's what I like though. Okay, because Justin Timberlake was getting all of this heat, right? Revamped heat. I'm sure he's gotten mild versions of it in the past, but
Yeah,
now there's this.
but social media wasn't as prevalent at the time of when it first went down. So like, yeah, maybe from like opinion pieces in magazines and stuff, and
But you
maybe
didn't know what the public actually thought. Yeah.
no clue.
So it's like now that he's getting all this fresh heat, instead of being someone like, Kevin Hart, who is like, I've apologized for this already. I'm not going to say it again. He like, oh,
I don't
you
know.
okay?
Sorry, I just had like a panic attack thinking of like, wait, I would have much rather been a celebrity years ago than now.
My God.
I'm like, wait,
That's really what happened to you just then?
wait, I'm
Um,
well.
I'm worried for you. But wait, listen, I just really liked that, unlike Rachel Kirkconnell, he really quickly took the reins and apologized for all of it and said that he wants to be like held accountable. He's grateful for it. And, like white men tend to get away with this stuff and he was complicit and whatever. So I just feel like it was more genuine because he did it right away. It wasn't like, let me wait and give my team weeks and weeks to figure this out. Like,
Who do you think
named
wrote it?
names.
Who do you think wrote it?
I don't know, but he named names. He was like, I want to apologize to Britney Spears and Janet Jackson,
Yeah, yeah.
both individually, because what the public did to them was from my actions, and like it was not okay. So I don't know. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. Whatever.
We know. Yeah, I didn't realize all this heat was coming, but like I guess I did. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for Brittany. I definitely don't feel bad for Justin.
No.
But I mean, he's had a great career this whole time, so
I mean, except this last album.
well, it
It was
was
very like country vibes, and his
ooh.
audience is not country, so no one was into it. There was like one good song maybe on it, but I was
Well,
like forcing myself.
because like old Justin was like white boy swagger, like almost like Cameron from Love Is Blind kind of
Ew,
vibe.
do not. Oof, what?
You don't think?
You're giving Cam a lot of credit there. A lot of credit.
Ew, wait. See, I thought you were offended that like I would be like Cameron was so much better than Justin Timberlake, but you're saying the opposite.
I don't think anyone's better or worse. I just don't think they're on the same playing field as far as swag comes at all.
Really? I just
You're giving Cam a lot of credit there. Yeah.
tore that out of my shirt. That was bugging me. I was like, what is touching me? No, I think Cam has a lot of swagger and that hurts me.
Um, I think there's nothing wrong with Cam. I think he's perfect. But I don't get swagger from him. I don't. But
Really?
Justin Timberlake had R&B music. It was R&B vibes, R&B pop. And then this last album was a sharp turn. He tried something new. He
And
tried to
it
Beyonce the
flops.
situation, but like you're not Beyonce, so don't try.
Who
Um,
is, except maybe you.
oh, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, so I just thought that was an interesting conclusion to finally get like an apology publicly from him, an acknowledgement of like the hurt that he caused Britney. And um Britney's now released a statement, or her team has released a statement basically thanking everyone for their efforts in the Free Britney movement, um,
No.
which basically validated all of her everyone's thoughts about it.
Well, right.
Um,
It just proves it, right?
Well, yeah, and there was this like cryptic video in the documentary of her like in the bath holding a like flower bath bomb. It was like flowers, and she's like, "Look at this. It looks like a flower, right? Very pretty." And then she like crushes it in her hands and like puts it in the water, and she's like, "Guys, it wasn't a flower at all. It was just soap."
Oh,
And I was like,
but she
I can
is
take this at
unwell.
face value and you look nuts, or this is a metaphor for something. You know what I'm saying?
You think
Looks
that
like this
like
pretty flower, but I fooled you.
you think
Just
that
soap.
she's her mental illness is more than what it is, maybe. She's more
No, I
cryptic.
think, yeah, of course. I think she's smart. I think she's very smart.
Well, to decide not to make any income, that alone. Well, I'd love
Like,
to know what like
boss
her net worth
shit.
is. I'd love to know what her net worth is.
Well, in the documentary, they were saying like 60 million, and I was like, that seems kind of low.
I mean, that's still a lot of money.
I know, but I don't know. I feel like OnlyFans people are worth that.
Not really.
I just feel
Well,
like there are
I
other
think
people.
you're swayed on the OnlyFans because you thought Trish made millions all the time. She only made million that 1 month, and she makes like
We don't
less
know
than
Trisha
300.
Paytas's bank account, okay?
Well,
We
no,
don't know.
she said this.
Right, but we don't have a continuation of like what her bills look like. We just heard
Yeah,
that one time in
yeah,
frozen time.
yeah.
But
But
I
she only
just think
makes
that
like
musicians,
25,000. She said at like the low end on OnlyFans, and like
okay, hear me out on this. Beyonce and Jay-Z together are worth $1 billion. Well, Jay-Z's worth $1 billion on his own, right? Um, and like Beyonce, I mean, she has collabs now, but she didn't for a long time, and like she was still worth like over hundreds of millions of dollars. And
I
Britney Spears is like larger than life before Beyonce.
Yeah, but I think the big difference there is like Jay-Z then was also like producing music and things like that. Like it's kind of like the whole Kanye issue when all of these musicians were wrapped up in like Sony and whoever, like I don't think their contracts are great. Like we're seeing this with Taylor Swift too, not being able to have collection of her masters. Like I think years ago, yes, these celebrities still made a lot of money, but the music industry was not what it is now. Like people can produce it all on their own, and Jay-Z's probably producing all of Beyonce, so they're cutting out that middleman and all that money. No one's taking a profit of their success.
All I'm saying is that I thought she would be worth more money. But
Okay, fuck
she
my
hasn't
brain.
performed for a really long time, so I'm sure that things are changing with that all the time. But it'll be interesting because her friend that used to travel with her and stuff to New York and all this stuff, like she said, like I know that one day she will come forward and say everything about how her life is and whatever. And I'm like, I cannot wait. Can you
Yeah, probably when
imagine?
her dad is dead.
Or like people have been filing motions, she's been filing motions to like get him to not be the conservator anymore, and like recently the judge ruled that like for now he still would be, and
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know. They're working
why?
on it. They're working. I think someone's paying the judge.
I think so too, because the judge keeps deciding things against her that make no sense.
Yeah, someone's probably paying the judge.
It's
I I,
upsetting.
I gotta watch the documentary. I still haven't watched it, as you guys know. I gotta watch it. I think it's just really depressing.
It is, but I love seeing like the beginning of things.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
that was still like cool. But and there's a lot of uplifting messages with like the people who are protesting outside of the like all with masks on, protesting for Britney. They have free
No.
Britney masks. Yeah, it's really cute.
Oh my God.
Um so I mean there's a lot of uplifting messages still in there too, but I just love the details and the deep dive behind celebrities. Like I'm super into it. So
Oh, we know. That's like me watching my Duggar YouTube documentary right now.
I don't understand the correlation me
What do you
personally, but
mean? They're celebrities.
are they?
Yeah, they had TV shows, everything. What do you
What
mean?
qualifies you as a celebrity?
Well, yeah, you think like the only way you can be a celebrity is if like you're a pop star or something.
No, the Kardashians are celebrities.
Well, you said Jeffree Star wasn't a celebrity.
He's not.
How is he not a celebrity?
He's not.
He has a song,
I
"Follow
don't think Shane Dawson's a
Me, I'm a
celebrity.
celebrity." No, I definitely think they're both celebrities. Absolutely.
I mean, I just think my caliber for celebrity is really high.
Yeah, I guess. The Duggars are definitely celebrities.
Oh my God.
Well, you've
So,
got they had a TV show for years.
so should we do our faves and
Well,
faubs?
no, no, no. You're writing me off. Ew, you're writing me off.
I'm not.
What do you
We're not gonna
mean?
agree here.
Michelle's gonna be pissed because we're fighting now. No, you guys all just saw her. I have one thing to say, and she's like, "Yeah, so
One
let's do
thing
our
to
faves and
say.
fugs." Yeah, let's do our faves and fugs.
One
Okay.
thing to say.
Yeah.
First of all,
Okay.
when's the last time that's been true? One thing to say.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I believe you that you think Duggars are celebrities. I'm really
Ew.
sorry that I hurt you.
Ew. Let's move on. I'll do a
Okay.
Sydney. Let's move on.
I would love to. Do we want to do our faves and fucks?
Yeah, you go first. Wow.
Do you think the people that listen every week come back to like count how many arguments we get into, or
I
they in
hope.
they're into the toxic energy?
I
Or
hope.
what? Faves and fucks.
You go first.
Faves, faves. My faves. Hmm. I've been putting cocoa butter on my face, and
That's your fave of the week, really?
it's really been a game changer for me. My face is a lot smoother. My dark spots are going away. It's been like, really revealing to me. I'm like, I should have been doing this all along. I feel like my face, like the color of my face looks like my wall behind me.
It kind of
Um,
does right now.
it's upsetting me.
But the wall's much lighter.
Okay. Um, I'm trying to think of my other fave. I had one ready. I had one ready to go. I had one ready. Are you trying to tell me telepathically?
I think I know what your fave is.
Oh, okay. I'll say what you want me to say. Rebecca's fave of the week, I think, was living virtually through me, for Valentine's.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, but like, why would I don't want to get into it right now? Like, why
Then
would you
no,
make
just
me
say
say
Valentine's
that?
was a fave. I mean, why can't you say it was a fave of the week? You don't have to get into it.
All right, well,
You don't have to
every
get
year
into
Valentine's Day is
it.
a fave for me because it's my favorite holiday, okay? Um,
Okay.
I love the whole thing. I love everything about it. What is happening?
Nothing.
What did you just do?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm worried for you. What was that? Who are you talking to? You were yelling. Ew, I'm scared.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Okay.
scared. My fave is also that it was Valentine's Day yesterday. It was a very good day. It was very cute.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
happy for you. I didn't
What was
realize it
mine?
was your fave holiday. You've been holding back from me.
You've never asked.
Today's President's Day. You ain't give a shit about today,
No.
eh? No.
Um, so my fug. What was my fug of the week? Probably all this fucking snow. I'm so over it. I'm
It's
so
cold. It's really cold.
literally I drug the garbage cans in today and it was 1 degree. One. And
Yeah.
it's been like this for weeks and it's going to be like this for weeks. And it snows every day now. And I'm like, I don't live in Alaska. I hate it.
It is very Alaska vibes. I feel like I think it's supposed to snow all night again.
Hmm.
I hope I don't get blocked in tomorrow. That's all I gotta say.
I hope so too.
Um,
What are
yeah,
your faves and bugs?
I feel like we haven't had this much snow in like 10 years.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember the last time it snowed this much, like consecutively. Like I
It's
feel
a
like we've
year to
had
have
big
snow though.
snows, but it was like one big snow.
Yeah, not this much. Like I'm shocked that it's very much been a winter, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Okay, I think my fave fudge. What was my fave this week? Hmm. You? What is it? My fave was maybe yeah, Cindy. No. My fave this week would have to be I don't really have much good this week.
You're lying. You just
I
finished your book today.
I finished my book today. Yeah, I finally finished my book today, one of my books. So now I finished 3 books this year already. Fuck you, drags. Um, I also Um, I guess a fave. I've been rearranging my living room a bit. I'm
A
nesting.
bit.
Okay, watch
Okay.
your mouth. I'm nesting. I'm looking for a rug now. So that's been a good fave. I also definitely racked up a fair amount of iCarly episodes, so that felt good. And then I
Been
think
steadily watercoloring as well.
yeah, watercoloring too. I've been working on some
Show
pan.
us some. Show us
You
show
wanna
us the pancakes.
you wanna see the pancakes? Um, Where are the pancakes? Where did I put them? I usually put them over there. What the frick? Am I ridiculous or what? Where the heck did they go?
I don't know.
You hate me now, huh? Oh, here they are. This one's better.
Ooh, wait, you did it twice?
Oh, I've done it more than twice. I got my snail. Oh.
Upside down. Okay. Yeah, very cute.
Oh, I can't show that one. Or this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did it 3 times.
Oh, wait, I love it.
I've just been practicing.
So good.
So that I guess was a fave, and then my fug of the week is definitely gonna be
Me, this episode.
yeah, how Sydney dismissed me and my feelings for the Duggars. That definitely was a high fug for me. I think another fug would be oh, I got groceries delivered because you guys, I don't go public places really still.
Yeah.
And all of the lettuce that I bought was expired already.
That's like, you should get a credit for that.
I did. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
okay.
Yeah, I got a refund. But it's just frustrating because, like, you plan, especially like if any of you people know, if you guys are still doing just grocery delivery and not going in, like, I've been doing grocery delivery for almost a year now. And like, I've had really good success with it, especially of late. But it's tough because like you plan all your meals around it, and then if it doesn't go well, or like something doesn't come or whatever it is, like it ruins what you have planned. And like I work all the time, so like I really try to plan ahead. So it's just a bummer.
Yeah, my
It's
mom
no
orders
problem.
from Jewel a lot from like the pickup order, and then they'll like just substitute stuff for no
I
reason. And it's
gave up
like,
on Jewel. You have to, well, she can go in the app if you use the app or the website, and this is what I did too.
and
You
say like
you
no
you have
substitutions.
to mark no
Yeah.
substitute because they'll like give you stuff and then they charge you for something that you may not even want.
Hmm.
Or yeah, I don't know. So I do like Jewel in a pinch, but they're kind of expensive. But I do delivery. I don't even do pickup. But this was Amazon Fresh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did you have fun today besides you coming for my fucking neck and the Duggars?
I mean, it does hurt me that you like hate me now, but I did have fun regardless. Did
You're
you?
the one that told me to say that it was a fug. So
I was just asking if I might have been a fug for you. Um,
yeah, I had fun. I've honestly not been looking great this episode. So if you guys have made it
ooh,
this far,
that's pissing me off. That's why you've been so mean, because you like don't like what you're looking at.
if you guys made it this far, I hope you didn't watch it on YouTube. I hope you listened to it on Spotify or
Are
Apple
you
Podcasts.
serious?
No, yeah, I'm dead serious.
There's been episodes that I don't like the way I look, but I don't tell them not to watch.
Ew, well, you
Wait, and by this time, anyways, they will have been watching the whole time.
I know. They don't make it to the end. Remember
I
Michelle Before?
enjoy the way you look. This velour top, the
Yeah, I don't
sultry
know.
makeup.
Never again.
Look at her rubbing her titties.
Never again. Never again. All right. Well, yeah, I did have fun. Everyone stay warm.
Wait, and please
Stay
feel
safe.
free to. Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to my cousin Hannah.
Oh,
Hanners. She told me, she texted me last week saying she listens to the podcast and she loves it. And she's just super duper sweet, super duper supportive.
he's a real one.
She's a real one. And I just wanted to, this is like low key kind of a test for her though, because if she doesn't hear this, then she doesn't listen to the pod. But
I don't think as many people listen to the end.
that's hurtful. How do you not get to the end?
I know. I don't know. I will
Anyways.
say, Yvette, we know she's listening.
Oh,
She
yeah.
messaged me the other day asking me the sushi place I was talking about. So,
We know.
if you guys even cared about us,
Please also give us more topics to talk about, like what you would want to see. I'm really interested. We got I think Yvette did say this one, or maybe it was Michelle or something, but we got a comment to talk about our love languages, and I really want to take that test, and so that's coming up soon because I want to see if it's changed. We evolve, we grow.
yeah, yeah. I've never taken it.
You've never taken it?
No.
Okay, that explains a lot. You need to know your love languages.
Ew, what the fuck? What does that mean? You're
You need to
coming
know.
for
No,
me.
you just like need to know. Like for everyone to know around you how you prefer to be loved, like that changes your life, you know?
I prefer
You know
not.
mine off the top of your head because I've told you.
I'm sure it's like
Ew, don't be a bitch.
if you like named them off, I can tell you which one it is.
Okay, so like acts of service,
Okay.
gifts, quality
Okay.
time,
Okay.
physical touch, and words of
Okay.
affirmation.
Oh, it's words of affirmation and touch. Um,
Good
it's the
job.
it's the both, I'm sure. I'm sure mine is acts of service.
I'm sure it is as well. But
And
they're different between like what you give to others and how you receive.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I think both probably though.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do that soon.
Yeah, we'll do that soon, guys, because it's fun. And I want to hear all of yours as well. So just prepare for that. You know, you want to take the test with us, whatever. Okay. Anyway.
Any whoosies. So thank you guys so much for listening.
And thank you for noticing. Bye.
Bye.